Now, the news hitting Zamfara State at the moment is not just disturbing, it is frightening, and it raises serious questions about who truly holds power in parts of Nigeria. Bandits have imposed an 8 million naira levy on Kaya village in Maradun local government area of Zamfara State. Not a tax from government, not a court fine, a levy imposed by armed criminals simply because one of their commanders was killed. Let that sink in. If you are watching this breakdown, please like this video and subscribe. This is one of those stories that demands attention. What we are seeing here is a direct threat. According to reports, the bandits issued this warning on Tuesday, plunging Kaya village into fear and uncertainty. The reason? The killing of Isuhu Buzu, a notorious bandit commander during a joint security operation involving the Zamfara State Community Protection Guard and the Civilian Joint Task Force. Now let us look at this clearly. The community of Kaya did not carry out the operation. The residents did not pick up arms. They did not ambush anyone. Yet the bandits have decided that the village must pay 8 million naira as punishment. Residents have come out clearly to deny any involvement. They say this levy is collective punishment, an act of terror against innocent civilians who are already struggling to survive. And this threat is not empty. In Zamfara, Katsina, Sokoto, and parts of the northwest, when bandits issue warnings, people listen because the consequences are often deadly. From this point, we need to understand what this means legally and constitutionally. Nigeria's constitution is very clear. The primary duty of the government is the protection of lives and property. That responsibility does not shift to armed groups, it does not get negotiated away, and it certainly does not disappear because criminals are angry. What we are witnessing here is a parallel authority. Bandits are acting like a government. They issue punishments, they impose levies, they enforce consequences. This is not just criminality, this is state failure manifesting in real time. Another angle to this issue is the long-standing policy failure in the Northwest. For years, state and local governments allegedly negotiated with bandits, paid ransoms, held meetings, and treated armed groups as stakeholders. In fact, some of their leaders have repeatedly said the bandits are their children and brothers. Therefore, rather than treating them as criminals to serve as a deterrent to others, they tend to normalize their criminal activities. And what are the results we are seeing today? Bandits began to see themselves as untouchable. They became emboldened, they expanded, and now they believe they have the right to punish civilians for government actions. Is this justice? Is this governance? Or is this an admission that the state has lost control? Please like this video and subscribe if you are following this analysis.
This is not just a Zamfara story. This is about Nigeria's insecurity crisis, the erosion of trust in government, and the growing fear among ordinary people. Think about the average family in Kaya village. Farmers who cannot go to their farms, parents who fear sending children to school, traders whose livelihoods depend on peace. 8 million naira is not pocket money. For a rural community, this is devastating. At a time when Nigerians are battling rising food prices, fuel subsidy removal, job losses, and currency instability, now armed groups are adding their own taxes. This feeds into youth frustration, ethnic tension, and regional anger. People begin to ask dangerous questions. Who is protecting us? Why does the government know the bandits but cannot stop them? Why are civilians always the ones paying the price? Let us pause and consider the human pain here. For the people of Kaya village, this is fear, raw and real. They are worried about violent reprisals, mass killings, burning of homes, and abductions. Community leaders have appealed desperately to the Zamfara State government and security agencies. They are not asking for money, they are asking for protection. On the other side, there are also voices saying, if the government kills bandit leaders, why are civilians being punished? And that question is valid. People support security operations. They want criminals removed, but they do not want to die as collateral damage. This is how insecurity tears societies apart, not just physically, but emotionally. Please like this video and subscribe if you believe civilians should never be bargaining chips. Now, to be fair, let us look at this from the government's possible perspective. The Zamfara State government has previously stated openly that they know who the bandits are and where they hide. That admission alone carries weight. The killing of Isuhu Buzu suggests a shift, possibly driven by international pressure, including recent signals from the United States urging Nigeria to take terrorism and banditry more seriously. Therefore, from the government's angle, targeting leaders weakens bandit networks, ending negotiations restores state authority, and showing force deters others. But here is the problem. If the state can kill a bandit commander but cannot protect civilians afterward, then the strategy is incomplete. Security operations do not end with one successful strike. They must include area dominance, intelligence follow-up, and protection of vulnerable communities. Without that, retaliation becomes inevitable. Please like this video and subscribe if you think security must be holistic. Insecurity is a national problem in Nigeria. Now, Nigerians on X have not held back. One user asked, "I thought it's the same bandits they said Christopher Musa's army is pounding. Is it a different bandit?" Another reacted sharply, "I thought there is an annihilation of bandits going on. How come these ones are still imposing levy? Hand not touch them?" A more emotional response read, "Government is failing us. Bandits impose 8 million naira levy on Zamfara community over killing their commander. Pure madness. They have the equipment and capacity to crush these terrorists in days if they want to." Another user added sarcasm, "Small time now, the government will hold town hall meeting with bandits as they have done before. Yeye the smell." And finally, a blunt comment, "If they are that strong, they should go to the military barrack and collect the levy." These reactions reflect anger, frustration, and deep mistrust. What do you think? Are Nigerians losing faith in security narratives? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Looking ahead, several things could happen. 1. The state government could swiftly move in, arrest the remaining members of this group, and secure Kaya village. That would send a strong message. 2. Failure to act could embolden other bandit groups to impose more levies, expand territorial control, and challenge state authority openly. 3. Public pressure could grow nationally and internationally, questioning Nigeria's counter-terrorism commitment. And 4. If civilians are harmed, it will deepen resentment, fuel protests, and further weaken national unity. This is a defining moment. If the state truly knows who these bandits are, as previously claimed, then now is the time to prove it, not with words, but with protection for ordinary people. Please like this video and subscribe if you want accountability in governance. Bandits imposing levies on communities is not just criminal, it is a direct challenge to the Nigerian state. If Kaya village is abandoned today, tomorrow it could be another village, another state, another community. This is why Nigerians are watching closely. What should the government do next? Should negotiations ever return, or should this be the final line drawn? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and please like this video, subscribe, and share.